All right, Instant Mick here for a Week 2 preseason edition of the show. We're previewing Week 2 of the preseason. Last week, I didn't do so hot in my preseason picks. So let's recap, obviously, last week first before we get into this week's. Before we get into that, we'll talk about, the softball season officially over now. Yes, our city, we couldn't finish the Friday night playoffs due to weather. So that couldn't happen. So now we fend a pit. And fast forward, yes, Yankees lost a series to the Angels last week. We were talking about them playing the Angels. So we lost. The Yankees lost that, but they won 2 out of 3 against the defending champs this weekend. And they lost Monday night, which is pretty embarrassing. They lost the worst team in baseball. They lost to the White Sox, and then won last night. But right now they're currently trailing 2-1 the White Sox and losing a series to them. Those guys, that'd be embarrassing if they actually end up the Yankees losing a series. Oh my god, I don't know what to think. Let's hope not. Of course, this weekend the Yankees will head to Detroit for 2 games. I mean, yeah, it's a 3-game series still, but the reason why is because Sunday night baseball game will be in Williamsport, Pennsylvania for the annual Little League Classic. They've been doing it since I think 20. Third game, Chinese Taipei with a no-hitter as well. They beat Canada 8-0 as the final. Then just got over with. Florida beat South Dakota. So yeah, it's up to a good start. There'll be more games tomorrow. So yeah, the Little League World Series is underway officially. So it'll go on till the 25th. It'll be the last day of it. Sunday will be the championship day. So yeah, 14th. So it's pretty good though. It's always a fun place to go to. I mean, I traveled there one time in my lifetime, so I'll be there next week. So I might be for first week of college football. So yeah, that's a new announcement there for that. But let's now finally talk about preseason. Last week, I had my picks. Let's start with the Thursday games. Started out good right away. I started out getting hot. I got some good reps. He got a touchdown pass to Tank Dell. He looked. CJ Stroud missed a beat. It looked good though. Got some reps. And Steelers did not look that good. They had Justin Fields. They didn't look that hot. They really didn't. I was watching my buddy Max, watching that game. They just did not look that hot, honestly. They struggled. It's preseason still. It's a concern seeing Justin Fields fumble twice. They didn't turn the ball over. Texans didn't recover the fumbles. The Steelers recovered both those. So they avoided the turnovers, but still, that looks a little concerning. The pass snaps. They got to fix that this week. But I hope they don't, because they're playing the Bills this week, and we'll get that later. But yeah, Texans won that one. Then the Dolphins beat the Falcons. So I lost that one to Atlanta winning that one. See, yeah, Miami won, and the Eagles beat the Ravens, which kind of shocked me because, seriously, the Ravens are such a powerhouse in preseason. So I was surprised there. So Philadelphia won that somehow. Let's go on. We'll get some more maybe this week, but let's get my takes on the Bills game last week. Our starters did not look good. Caleb Williams looked better for sure. Yes, they didn't get touchdowns, but they got points. They had field goals, but still, Caleb Williams looked sharp out there, I'll say, for his preseason debut. He looked good. No doubt about that. But Josh Allen, he had some good passes, but still, our starting offense looked horrible. Just a terrible preseason. Right, so they can do well in the regular season. Yeah. So it was a rough one. Couldn't reach the end zone at all. Bears looked at it. The Bears have looked good so far this preseason. They won the Hall of Fame game. Now they went into Buffalo and won. So good to the Bears. I'll give them that. They looked better than us that day. And the 4:00 games are the afternoon hours. So yeah, this is live on NFL Network. It was a great game. Raiders Vikings back and forth, but Vikings kick a game winner to beat the Raiders. So they came back and won. I had the Raiders in that one, so I didn't go. This one I'm not happy with. The Packers end up beating the Browns. Jordan Love, though, had that 65-yard touchdown pass to Wicks, and that was his day, They want to keep him safe, keep him healthy. So, yeah, I'm not happy about it. I had the Browns winning that one. Disappointed. I wanted the Packers to lose. Even in preseason, I still hate the Packers. It's crazy. But let's move on to the night games we had from Saturday. The Buccaneers played the Bengals. Joe Burrow got some snaps. He throws a touchdown pass to T. Higgins. So, hey, good for the Bengals. The Bengals lost. Bucs ended up winning, but still, hey, Burrow looked good. They got him some reps. A lot of these starters, and Saturday was the Chiefs-Jaguars. Mahomes got some reps, but the Jaguars came out on top, though, and won, which I'm happy I got that one right, at least. And the Tennessee Titans won. I told you the Titans were going to win that one. Will Levis looked okay, but he had a touchdown run. That's right. Tajay Spears, all right. But Mason Rudolph looked pretty good. And then, of course, leading rusher was one of the quarterbacks, Malik Willis. And then the Seahawks-Chargers. The Seattle Seahawks end up winning, which I had the Chargers winning, so that's disappointing in there. But the Saints Cardinals one, not a bad preseason game. Came down to the end. Spencer Rattler looked good, leads a game-winning drive. Saints kick a game-winning field goal, so I got that one right. But then Sunday's games, the last two games from last week, the Broncos end up winning. So I called that one. The Broncos were going to win that one. But the starting with tomorrow night, there'll be only one game because there's no Friday game. So there'll be one game on Thursday tomorrow. It'll be live on NFL Network. It is the Philadelphia Eagles at the New England Patriots. Yes, another Patriots Thursday night game. Another home game for them on NFL Network. Who do I go for? Do I go for the New England Patriots again? No. I'm going to go with the Eagles. They looked good last week. Kenny Pickett looked good as a backup. So I got to take Kenny Pickett and the Eagles. Jalen Hurts maybe could start, but I'm taking the Eagles. They looked good last week. So give me Philadelphia in this one. I'm going to switch around a bit this week, kind of. So I got the Eagles one. Now let's move on to a bunch of Saturday games we got. Let's start with the new game at noon. This will be a replay I'll watch. One point during the week, like over the weekend maybe. Yeah, so Falcons and the Ravens. This is in Baltimore, so Baltimore Kriegerman, not a good debut for him. He'll be back at it again. The Ravens, yeah, playing the Falcons. I gotta take the Ravens. I think they'll win this time. There's no way they're gonna lose two in a row. I mean, they're not gonna way they're going on a losing streak. I tell you, I got the Ravens. So when they got to win this time, they got something to prove in preseason. Still, it's a toss-up. Network. It is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. It's in Chicago. Chicago, obviously, we were just talking, look good again. I mean, if he plays, yeah, I got to take the Bears. They've been a good preseason team. So I like them. Next, the New York Giants at the Houston Texans at 1 o'clock. This will be a replay I'll catch. So not a market, except the New York area and Houston area. So, yeah. I kind of want to go to the Giants. I got to go with the Texans. The way that I saw them play last week against the Steelers, I got to take the Texans at home, especially. So this will be the first time I'll pick the Texans finally. Much as I hate Stephon Diggs, but I got to go with the Texans in this game. I can't pick against down the 4 o'clock games, 2 4 o'clock games. Of course, first one will be the Lions and Chiefs, the rematch of last year's kickoff game. Yes, both these teams are 0-1. Of course, this will be live on NFL Network at 4 o'clock. Do I take the Chiefs? Absolutely not. I will never pick the Chiefs. I mean, I might sometimes, but no way. I am taking the Detroit Lions in this one. I think Lions will bounce back this week. Hendon Hooker goes into Kansas City and beats the Chiefs in preseason. As long as he clears concussion protocol, because he got a concussion Thursday game. So, yeah, like a week ago against the Giants. So, yeah, I like the Lions, though, in this one, no matter what. Let's move on to the 4:25 game. This is a replay I'll catch at some point in the week. Vikings and Browns. This is in Cleveland again here. But I'm going to still stick with the Browns. Vikings may have won their game last week, but I'm taking the Browns. So, of course, Vikings have had a bad week already with injuries. J.J. McCarthy gets hurt Saturday. I think it was for hurt in practice. So, yeah, he's out for the year. Season-ending surgery. And then Addison gets carted off. So, the Vikings have not had a good day in training camp today. So, I got to take the Browns in this one. But here we go. Let's move on to the Bills-Steelers one. The game I've been looking forward to on the preseason schedule. Bills versus Steelers. Last time I saw these two teams play was the wild card round. I was at the stadium in freezing cold conditions, negative temperatures. Of course, I went with Max Garvin. So, yeah, I went with my buddy there. He's a Steelers fan. So, yeah, I went with them, his family and all that, So, yeah, I went there. And the Bills won. So, I'm saying last time I was all the Bills play the Steelers. I was at the stadium. I was hoping I'd be there in Pittsburgh, but hey, I'm still going to watch the Max anyway, so bad news for Max. I'm going to take the Bills in this one. I'm going to take the Bills, obviously. Fuck that Steelers, seriously. I know they're my B team. I know I kind of root for them sometimes, but if no way in hell I would pick the Steelers. No way in hell. I am taking the Bills 100%, no matter who they're playing. My Buffalo Bills are going to storm into the Steel City and just pretty much put up an ass-kicking fiesta on those Pittsburgh Steelers. I hope you're hearing this, Max, but your guys are done. You got Kyle Allen as your backup. Trubisky's coming into Pittsburgh after you guys trade him away. He's going to come shit on you guys, give you the big fuck you, Pittsburgh, Yeah, so give me the Bills all day. We're winning this bad, but we're winning the main event. This will be 7 o'clock on NFL Network for most people around the country, but except Pittsburgh and Buffalo viewers, it'll be blacked out no matter what. New York and PA. In the Western New York and PA area. So, yeah, catch it on the local listings. But if you're outside of New York and Pennsylvania, if you're outside those two areas, if you're all around the country, catch it on NFL Network Live. Let's see 7 o'clock. Another 7 o'clock game here. We got the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins in Miami. I'm still gonna pick against the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Commanders again. I know they lost the Jets last week, but I gotta take them again. Jaden Daniels looked good. I think he'll look good again. I think this Washington team's got something going. I think they'll beat Miami. So I like the Commanders in this one. This will be a replay I'll catch during the week. So yeah. Next, the Arizona Cardinals and the Indianapolis Colts. Another replay I'll catch. This is in Indianapolis. The Colts lost their game last week to the Broncos in a high-scoring game for a preseason game, which is rare. And the Cardinals, they lost on a game-winning field goal at home. So they lost their only home game. So yeah. Do I take the Cardinals? No, I think the Colts, they're not gonna lose this time. Colts are gonna bounce back. They looked good last week. But I like the Colts this time. I think this whole time I'll pick them over the Cardinals. So I like this one. Next, Seahawks and Titans. This will be a good one. We'll see what Mason Rudolph does against the Titans. The last time Mason Rudolph played him was Week 17 as a Steeler and came into Seattle and beat them. This time it's in Tennessee, the Tennessee Titans. He's in a new uniform, but Mason Rudolph is going to beat the Seahawks again. Just be history repeats itself. Titans will beat the Seahawks, just like Mason Rudolph went to Seattle last year. It's going to be the same thing. Mason Rudolph will beat Seattle once again. So give me the Titans in this one for sure. I like Tennessee. They're a good preseason team. Next, the Jets and Panthers. Two poverty franchises going head-to-head. Who do I take in this one? I am not picking the Panthers. I cannot trust the Panthers in preseason. If I'm doing this, I'm picking the Jets. There's no way in hell I cannot pick the Panthers. They suck in preseason too. So give me the Jets in Carolina to win. They're going to win on the road. So I like this one. Next, this is another replay. 7:05 in LA. It's a battle of LA. It's the LA Chargers against the LA Rams. This one's a tough pick. But I like the Rams in this one. They won at home last week against the Cowboys. They're going to win and have the LA bragging rights, They will have some bragging rights this week. So I like them. I like the Rams in this one. They'll be 2-0. Now another in-state battle. 7:30, another replay I'll catch. It'll be the Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So yeah, the Sunshine State. Oh yeah. That's a good one. The Bucs looked good last week. So the Jaguars. This in Jacksonville. I think Jaguars win this one. They're the favorites. I got to take Jacksonville in this one. Oh, and the last game of the Saturday's picks. It'll be 10 o'clock on NFL Network. This will be live. So it'll be Cowboys at Raiders. This is in Vegas. That's why it's a late one. Raiders came up a heartbreaking loss, same as the Cowboys. So Cowboys gave up a game-winning touchdown against the Rams. Stetson Bennett throws a game-winning touchdown pass for the Rams against the Cowboys. So Cowboys gave up that. Raiders gave up a game-winning field goal against the Vikings. But who do I take in this one? I'm going to take the Raiders. Cowboys always choke, even in preseason. In the playoffs, they choke all around. So the Raiders in this one. Now let's move on to 2 more games to finish off our night. They'll be both on Sunday. They're both 8 o'clock games. So let's start with the one on Fox. The New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers will be on Fox. So, yeah, it's a national televised game. It's in San Francisco. So, kind of a toss-up pick here. But I'm going to go with the Saints again. Just like last week. It was a toss-up pick against the Cardinals, but I took the Saints. They won. So, it will be another NFC West team. So, give me New Orleans. But last but not least, we got the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. This is on 8 o'clock game on NFL Network. This is in Denver. Who do I like in this game? I'm going to pick the Broncos. Fuck Green Bay. Seriously, fuck the Packers. Give me the Broncos all day. The Denver Donkeys will get it done. So Broncos are just going to run all over them. Packers are about to lose to Zach Wilson, or more like Zach Milton. They're going to lose to Zach Wilson. So go Broncos in this one. So those are my picks for this week. So yeah, hope everyone enjoys their preseason. Hope they enjoys the Little League World Series and all that. And make sure to watch the Bills-Steelers game on Saturday. Make sure to watch the Little League Classic. Before I go, I got some bragging rights other than this Max. I want to have bragging rights also my Uncle Mike and my cousin Nick because they're Tiger fans. They play the Yankees this weekend. I'm telling you, Mike, better have that $20 ready next week because Yankees are sweeping the Tigers or winning the series. We're 2 out of 3. We're going to win that series. The Tigers are a poverty franchise as usual. So go Yankees, fuck the Tigers, and go Bills, fuck the Steelers. See you all next week.